Huskies get a big win tonight, and the Seahawks get a win tomorrow, that might be pushing my luck, guys. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the way the Huskies pulled it out tonight, maybe it's just too much to hope for. Yeah, I mean, winning on that terrible pass by Foles, bouncing off a guy's foot. Yeah, that's a big sporting plus positive for a sports weekend. But tomorrow's another day, and the Seattle Seahawks are taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars up here in Seattle, and maybe I'm pushing it, but I expect to win. I do. Um, excuse me. Really, the main reason I expect to win is because we're at home. And not only are we at home, Jacksonville plays in Florida. And as you can see on my map I have back here, Florida is a hell of a long way from Washington. That is about the longest plane ride you can have as a professional NFL team. It's a 3,000 plus miles, I think it is. So when we fly down to Florida to play games, it's bad for us generally, and I'm not too surprised when it does go bad for us. But this year they come to us, and it's and I'm not saying that's going to make the game easy because I think Jacksonville, they started the season poorly. They lost a winnable game in Indianapolis. I mean, they played them tough. They played well, but they lost, and they got creamed by Arizona, but they saved their season. They beat Houston in a very close game. Um, they throttled Tennessee, actually. They throttled them, and, suddenly, they're making plays on offense. I mean, their offense had no punch in the first 2 weeks. Now they're making plays. Maurice Jones-Drew's running it well. David Garrard is doing what they paid him to do, and David Garrard's a guy who earned a huge contract in 2007, didn't play up to it in 2008, but I think he's a pretty decent quarterback, good, very good game manager, one of the best game managers in the league. Always a threat to slowly pick you apart while not turning it over. They don't have a standout wide receiver, so they just make it work with a bunch of different guys, and really it's all about Maurice Jones-Drew, who is one of the best running backs in the league, certainly one of the funnest running backs in the league to watch, very exciting, and really it's just a tough guy to dislike. He's just a tough guy to dislike. So I don't think Jacksonville's bad. Their defense is also making some plays, forcing some key turnovers. Derek Cox is playing real well. Um, I don't know. I haven't watched Jacksonville once this year. I'm just going off what I can tell, based off highlights and stat readouts. But I think they're pretty good. Coming into this year, I thought they would be decent. Coming into this year, I thought they would be good. I really thought that they were going to make a big run after what they did against Indianapolis, but the Arizona game turned a lot of people off, including me. But they've bounced back, and they really saved their season these last 2 weeks. And really, even if they don't win tomorrow, their season is still well alive in a suddenly weak AFC South. So for us, again, we have a huge home field advantage with Jacksonville coming all the way from Florida all the way up to Washington. So I expect us to feed off that and take full advantage of it. And if we don't, I'll be very surprised because that's something this team usually does very well. So offensively, we're getting Hasselbeck back, thank God, because I don't think I could have taken another week of Seneca Wallace maddeningly frustrating inaccuracy. I mean, he's a good backup quarterback. I don't have a problem with having him as my backup quarterback because you could do a lot worse. But his accuracy, it really cost us that Chicago game. Well, I won't say he cost us the Colts game, but holding on to the ball too long did not help. Did not help. So, well, looks like we're getting him back. Starting to get a little healthier on the offense. We're not getting Walter Jones back until November, which is, oh my God. I kind of had the feeling that there was something up with him that they weren't telling us, and they were just trying to say, oh, he'll be back next week. and my worst fears have been confirmed. So we're not having both our tackles this week, which sucks. But we got our receivers, we got our running backs, so those guys got to make plays. Got to do it. Jacksonville does not have a great pass rush. Specifically, I don't know what they do very much defensively anymore. They used to be a great run-stuffing team with John Henderson and Marcus Stroud, and obviously they don't have Marcus Stroud anymore. I don't really know what they do in terms of pass rush. I think they still have Paul Spicer, who's a pretty good player, and their rookie last year, God damn it, I can't remember his name, the defensive end rookie they drafted last year. I really thought he was going to be a good player, and then the holdout killed his rookie season, and I don't know what he's doing now, but I still think he's going to be a good player. But, you know, we got to make plays, we got to get the ball out to our receivers. That's the bottom line. We have 4 really good wide receivers: Burleson, Hushmanzada, Branch, and Butler. I like all those guys. They can make plays. We got to get the ball in their hands because, once again, I don't know if we're going to be able to run the ball. That's the honest truth with this offense right now, guys. From week to week, I don't know if we're going to be able to run the ball. The one thing I will say is, in our 2 home games this year, we've run the ball well. This is another home game. Maybe we can get on track there, but I'm not counting on it. And I just hope Greg Knapp realizes he can't count on it sooner rather than later and changes things up. Defensively, I'd like us to force a turnover or 2 because that would really turn this game, but it's at this point it's hard for me to depend on that because this defense is not a ball hawking defense right now, and more than anything, the Jacksonville offense is not one that turns the ball over very much. So maybe we can get 1 or 2. It'll probably be a little fluky if it happens, but I'm not counting on it. I like our run defense. I think we can stop Maurice Jones-Drew or at least contain him. I'm confident in that. I'm concerned about David Garrard dinking and dunking us to death because that's something I could definitely see happening. Torrey Holt always had pretty good success against Seattle when he was with St. Louis, and now we got to stop him in another uniform. And they don't have any standout wide receivers, so we just got to man up on those guys. We got to say I'm better than you, and we got to stop them. So I'm going to expect to win, and I'll say it. If we do not win tomorrow, I think our season's over. That's not to say I won't stop watching this team. I won't stop talking about this team on YouTube, but I think we need a win to have any shot of doing anything this season. So this is one of those games that we need to take care of business in. So looking forward to it tomorrow. 1 o'clock game at home. We have no excuse to not take care of business with our home field advantage, and we have enough good players on this field. I know we're still missing guys like Trufant and Jones and Locklear, but we are getting our quarterback back, so we should be able to handle our business here. And I'm pretty sure Tutubu's going to play. That's obviously big, and that's really all I can say. I'm expecting to take care of business tomorrow. So with that, I will say must win tomorrow. Absolute must win. No question in my mind. If we don't take care of business, well, we're done. So let's go, take care of business, and see you guys later.